have said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Ducks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's St. Clair. And down he goes back at the 3. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback. They got a sack on the very first snap.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
This defense has them them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Here's the pressure. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z. So these are big for the resume.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off the play fake on first down. On the move, he fires. Finds a man on the right. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different. And in that situation, in the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Using his feet. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
stressful. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. He'll go out of bounds at the 12, and not much doing on that kick return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
And when you've got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Might be calling a hot route. Makes the grab. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
You know this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting the receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
They'll try to get outside. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
On the move. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Pocket breaking down. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Oh, better look out! First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Corralled and brought down by the defense. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. He wants it all. Touchdown, Ohio State. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brake. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find...
Brings into the open. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The give to the back. At the 45 on its way. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss. He can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Smith dropping to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to fire. Grab behind the line. It's Brake. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Caught in the backfield, it's John. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you're going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Really nice job by the safety on that play, deep in their own end. They were ready for the quarterback run, and he was spying him the entire time. As soon as he saw the QB take off, he was able to rally to him and make a nice tackle.
They'll move the wide receiver. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's the give off the left side. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Power football with the run. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking downfield at St. Clair. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
There he goes. Run there, gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him with that last play. Now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They run the reverse. Oh, that did not go as planned, except for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The give to the tailback. Got some room into the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Yeah, he's been productive, just hasn't...
Oh, they block it. He picks it up. That's a live ball. Past the 50. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. He takes it the distance, and you can give him 2.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Brave. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This drive will open from the 15. Give to the running back. Runs through a tackle. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team. When you got running backs that fight for extra yards and It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And the Ducks will hustle to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Clinton. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And that's why, as a defense, you can stay in your base personnel because of that linebacker. You don't have to substitute DBs to take on these receivers out in space. This linebacker is quick, he's athletic, and he is outstanding tackling people in the open field.
On target to the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Smith wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off. That's number 10. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. He fires one deep over the middle. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into that.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
They'll line up to go for two. Snapped it in the shotgun. Under fire. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Up by one, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. Right on the money. He's into the end zone, and what a way to end the half. A touchdown, a two-point conversion, and that's how we'll go to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gray. And the returner will be brought down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Smith dropping to pass. The screen, and watch out. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end round there.
They'll go to the toss. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Ducks line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. The offense changing the play. They'll start this drive going to the air. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The toss sweep to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Under fire. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They're risking giving up prime field position as they go for it on 4th and long from the 44. Tight end now in motion. On 4th down, going to the air. He'll take the deep shot. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
Toss sweep right. Plows through the defense. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Smith wants to throw. Now rolling to the left. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Ducks heading quickly to the line. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
They go to the draw. Works for the tackle. Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Nestled just inside that right upright. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can...
Going deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. You think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown Buckeyes! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Bray. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Smith dropping to pass. Right down the middle. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Got some room to run. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay. And he did right there with that pick 6.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead.
How about that, guys? That's basically a 15-point swing. Defense gets a pick six, and then your offense gets the two-point conversion. Wow.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Off play action on first down. Might be looking to run. Got room to work. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
On the direct snap, it's John. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you, man? You find a matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot, dude. Keep finding him, keep using different routes. So far, the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Smith wants to throw. The screen, he's got wheels. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. It just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally and handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them win.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. second and goal for the offense. They'll move the tight end. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's John. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down to the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place, and then losing yards. That's just bad offense.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on fourth and goal.
Smith dropping to pass. Fires into the end zone. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Looking for room. It's Rodgers. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Finds us back in the middle. Turning it on. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and in winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And that's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. So you've come up big, you've forced a third down. One more big stop. Now I can get him to punt the football, give my offense a chance to go down the field and to score some points.
To the air, it's St. Clair. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it on the outside. It's a seam wide open. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on second down. Puts it out of the air. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Buckeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here.